Sparks are flying across the massive factory floor, wielding the blowtorch behind the heavy steel door. Gears are turning inside the colossal machine, the grittiest spectacle that you have ever seen. Smelting the copper, pouring the liquid brass, watching the molten temperature rapidly surpass. Blue-collar angels wearing protective goggles tight, forging a masterpiece inside the neon light. Hammer strikes downward with terrifying might, bending the titanium into the darkest night. Sweat lubricates the pistons, pumping in the chest. We never take a break, we never pause to rest. Blacksmiths chanting a rugged mechanical tune, working night shifts underneath the pale moon. Unbreakable alloy running directly through the veins, shattering the padlocks, destroying all the chains. Pressure building up inside the massive boiler tank, furnaces burning hot, fueling the industrial skank. Spigots twisting open, releasing the pressurized air, creating an architecture completely beyond compare. Feel the iron rhythm, unyielding and severe, constructing a fortress that will outlast the year. Clashing the metals, producing a permanent spark, leaving a definitive, undeniable, gigantic mark. Iron rhythm, stronger than a concrete wall, standing undeniably rigid, refusing to ever fall. Oh, bolts tighten down with a heavy monkey wrench, enduring the grease, surviving the chemical stench. Scrap yards transformed into an acoustic paradise. We pay the toll, we offer the ultimate sacrifice. Rivets holding the magnificent structure in place, a monument of labor dominating the empty space. Tires rolling over the sharp gravel on the road, carrying an impossibly massive, gigantic load. Cranes lifting up the heavy, colossal beams, sewing the metal together along the rigid seams. Pulley systems hoisting the cargo to the sky, watching the rusted helicopters hovering by. Sirens screaming loudly from the towering smokestack, no turning around entirely, no going back. Engine blocks vibrating with an explosive roar, demanding absolutely and undeniably more. Pressure building up inside the massive boiler tank, furnaces burning hot, fueling the industrial skank. Spigots twisting open, releasing the pressurized air, creating an architecture completely beyond compare. Feel the iron rhythm, unyielding and severe, constructing a fortress that will outlast the year. Clashing the metals, producing a permanent spark, leaving a definitive, undeniable, gigantic mark. Iron rhythm, stronger than a concrete wall, standing undeniably rigid, refusing to ever fall. Oh, melting the differences into one solid block, ticking precisely like a grandfather clock. The assembly line continues without a glitch, throwing the massive electrical power switch. Strike it hard, ooh, bend the steel, feel the heat, force the sound. Feel the iron rhythm, unyielding and severe, constructing a fortress that will outlast the year. Clashing the metals, producing a permanent spark, leaving a definitive, undeniable, gigantic mark. Iron rhythm, stronger than a concrete wall, standing undeniably rigid, refusing to ever fall. Machines resting, cooling down, the iron holds solid forever. rides upon the subway grade, predicting the incredibly unpredictable fate. The high priestess illustrated in the neon dye, translating the omens painted in the smoggy sky. Reading tea leaves at the bottom of the paper cup, warning the pedestrians to never ever give up. Incense smoke mingling with the carbon monoxide, revealing the secrets that the politicians hide. Decoding the graffiti straight up on a brick wall, hearing the prophetic, supernatural loud call. Pigeons acting as familiars in the concrete maze, guiding me safely through the metropolitan haze. Throwing the cowrie shells onto the asphalt street, prophesying victory while predicting their defeat. I am the shaman operating in the digital age, writing a new chapter on a holographic page. Sorcery vibrating through the optical fiber lines, interpreting the cryptic astrological signs. Magic is entirely alive within the city grid, lifting up the heavy conspiratorial lid. Consult the urban mystic, the oracle of the block, unlocking the future without a key or a lock. Seeing the invisible dimensions overlapping here, making the complicated mysteries absolutely clear. Urban mystic, a visionary in a hooded cloak, summoning the spirits through the thick industrial smoke. Yeah, sirens acting as a terrifying loud chant, watering the solitary mutated city plan. Meditating deeply inside the abandoned train car, projecting my consciousness spectacularly far. Cybernetic talismans glowing in the pitch dark, finding the spiritual center in the crowded park. The matrix is an illusion, the frequency is real, spinning the gigantic comic astrological wheel. Crystal pendulum swinging over the map of the town, sensing where the corrupt structures are breaking down. Brewing a potion out of the collected raindrops, selling my remedies inside the corner bodega shops. Or reading the strangers passing on the avenue, identifying the liars and separating the true. Whispering incantations into the cellular phone, entering the supernatural clairvoyant zone. Sorcery vibrating through the optical fiber lines, interpreting the cryptic astrological signs. Magic is entirely alive within the city grid, lifting up the heavy conspiratorial lid. Consult the urban mystic, the oracle of the block, unlocking the future without a key or a lock. Seeing the invisible dimensions overlapping here, making the complicated mysteries absolutely clear. Urban mystic, a visionary in a hooded cloak, summoning the spirits through the thick industrial smoke. The third eye is wide open, scanning the metropolis, staring directly into the bottomless apocalypse. Frequencies are shifting, the paradigm will fall. The mystic saw it coming before it happened to all. Beyond the concrete, the cards never lie. Awaken the spirit, consult atmosphere. Our determination is staunch, looking through the porthole at the shrinking globe below, heading toward the galaxies where glowing comets go. Zero gravity suspends my floating silver hair, breathing oxygen from tanks inside the vacuum air, igniting thrusters rapidly to leave the Milky Way, discovering a universe where alien life forms play.
Rastafari navigating through the asteroid belt, the hottest solar temperatures that I have ever felt, planting a flag of unity upon the lunar dust. In the cosmic architecture is the only thing we trust.
Cruising past the rings of Saturn in the silver fleet, bringing interstellar rhythm to the Martian street. Telescopes cannot predict the trajectory we take, leaving the magnificent celestial glowing way. Warp speed engage, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night.
Black holes trying desperately to suck my vessel in, but the anti-gravity propulsion guarantees we win. Communicating telepathically across the vast unknown, establishing a colony upon a meteorite throne.
Quantum physics bending to the will of the base, a spiritual awakening within the outer space. Meteorites crashing down, but we expertly dodge, resting safely inside the intergalactic lodge. Plasma streams illuminating the dark matter void, dancing on the surface of a rogue stray asteroid. Wearing a spacesuit tailored with synthetic thread, a billion shining galaxies exploding in my head. We are astronauts of rhythm, pioneers of the sky, watching the magnificent constellations whizzing by. No borders or boundaries exist up in this dome, making the magnificent cosmos our permanent home. Warp speed engage, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Telemetry readings indicate a massive sonic boom, echoing endlessly across the universe's room. We bypass Pluto, accelerating past the edge, fulfilling the astronomical visionary pledge. Houston, we have liftoff, approaching the sun, maximum velocity. Stardust falling, igniting the space fire, burning up the coal, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Drifting away, infinite space, the final frontier, cosmic vibrations. the private. Yeah. Stepping out the private elevator onto the penthouse suite, wearing exclusive designer labels down to my feet. Panoramic windows displaying the glittering skyline, sipping on the vintage, incredibly expensive rare wine. But the superficial conversations start to deeply bore. I am actively searching for something fundamentally more. Beneath the diamond necklace beats a hungry tribal drum, waiting for the authentic heavy vibrations to come.
Walking past the velvet rope without an invitation, causing a massive controversial elite sensation. Dreadlocks neatly tied back, wearing a tailored suit, carrying the spiritual message, bearing the righteous fruit. The billionaires are staring, clutching their mahogany canes, but the regal blood of kings runs directly through my veins. Serving organic herbal tea inside the corporate boardroom, sweeping away the materialistic artificial bloom.
Bridging the massive gap between the dirt and the sky, watching the private helicopters gracefully fly by. Money is an illusion, but the rhythm is entirely real, changing the fundamental way the upper echelons feel. Witness the arrival of the uptown Rasta, dining on the caviar, rejecting the fake pasta, bringing the foundational roots to the luxury elite, making the wealthy executives dance upon their feet. Uptown Rasta, infiltrating the highest top floor, opening up a completely unexpected wealthy door.
Valet parking the imported customized luxury car, but keeping my internal compass pointed to the star. Investing the heavy profits back into the neighborhood, using the massive financial leverage for the greater good.
Stock markets are crashing, but my soul is secure, because the message I carry is mathematically pure. Chanting the ancient psalms inside the marble hall, watching the superficial arrogant empires fall. Trading my stilettos for a comfortable grounded distance, inviting the high society to a spiritual dance. The paparazzi flashing cameras at the charity gala, while I am secretly channeling the energy of the mullah. My bank account is heavy, but my spirit is extremely light, illuminating the incredibly dark privileged night. We are rewriting the rules of the exclusive country club, injecting the atmosphere with a sophisticated dub. Bridging the massive gap between the dirt and the sky, watching the private helicopters gracefully fly by. Money is an illusion, but the rhythm is entirely real, changing the fundamental way the upper echelons feel. Witness the intoxicating melody to guide the sailors home. My voice is a deceptive weapon wrapped in velvet lace, luring the massive galleons into this treacherous place. Silver scales shimmering underneath the cloudy moonlight, promising a beautiful, romantic, unforgettable night. The frequencies are designed to entirely paralyze, masking the deadly intentions hidden in my eyes.
Gripping the wooden helm tightly with my calloused hands, navigating blindly toward the undocumented lands. The compass needle spinning wildly, completely out of control. The mysterious chanting taking a heavy psychological toll. Fog descending, quickly blinding the frantic crew. We are helplessly drawn directly, magnetically to you. The radar is malfunctioning, the charts are entirely wrong, surrendering my vessel to the captivating mythical song. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force, deviating completely from the designated safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep, putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep. Hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren scan, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reed, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic breeze. Siren scan, echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away. Warning flares shooting upward into the pitch black, but there is absolutely zero possibility of turning back. The wooden hull splintering against the hidden stone, leaving me entirely, desperately freezing and alone. Water rushing rapidly into the lower flooding deck, standing at the epicenter of a catastrophic wreck. Yet I cannot stop listening to the mesmerizing tune, drowning in the acoustics beneath the pale moon. Collecting the sunken treasure scattered on the floor, adding another ruin captain to my massive score. My underwater kingdom thrives upon the human demise, a predatory predator wearing a spectacular disguise, breathing the liquid oxygen, swimming effortlessly free. I am the undisputed, gorgeous monarch of the sea. The dub siren wails again, signaling the next attack, waiting patiently for the next armada to unpack. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force, deviating completely from the designated safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep, putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep. Hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren scan, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic breeze. Siren escape, echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away. No lifeboat can rescue you from this auditory spell, descending rapidly into the watery, beautiful hell. The melody is a beautiful, invisible titan noose. There is entirely no possibility of calling a truce. Going under, hold your breath, the siren calls. Deep abyss, hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren scan, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic breeze. Siren escape, echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away. Shipwrecked ocean floor, the song remains. Beware the rocks.
boosted like a powerful wand, creating an unbreakable, magical, musical bond. I read the ancient grimoire of the beautiful sound, the heaviest alchemy that can possibly be found, transmuting the sorrow into absolute pure gold. A spectacular, mystical story that must be told, mixing the vocal potions inside the studio cauldron, protecting the innocent, completely vulnerable children.
Yeah, hey. The mixing console acts as the philosopher's stone, generating a completely unprecedented heavy tone, casting a rhythmic spell to heal the infected mind, leaving the bitterness and the jealousy far behind.
My dreadlocks are antennas, capturing the cosmic energy, formulating the ultimate beautiful acoustic synergy. The equalizer is a tool for spiritual high elevation, sending a miraculous cure to the suffering nation. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with a wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic,
erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process, turning the heavy lead to light,
Illuminating the incredibly dark,
pessimistic night,
Marley magic.
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
Chain spirits completely free, weaving the heavy bassline like a protective cloak, emerging victoriously from the thick, blinding smoke.
The microphone captures the deeply prophetic word, the most miraculous poetry that you ever heard. I chant the sacred syllables to break the heavy curse, driving away the negative entities inside the universe. The tape machine captures the supernatural phenomenon, a beautiful legacy that will constantly carry on, sprinkling the vocal like fairy dust, rebuilding the foundation of the shattered trust. The rhythm section acts as a powerful healing potion, creating a magnificent, overwhelming, deep emotion. We are the wizards of the underground, of laboratory, writing a completely victorious, triumphant story. The levitation occurs when the heavy beat drops, a spectacular magic trick that never ever stops. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with the wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic,
Erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic,
an alchemical process,
turning the heavy lead to
light,
illuminating the incredibly dark,
pessimistic night,
Marley magic.
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
Chain spirits completely free,
the illusion of separation is completely destroyed, filling up the empty, terrifying dark void. The spell is cast, the transformation is complete, finding the miracle within the heavy drum beat.
feel the alchemy.
Turn pain to gold.
The spell is cast,
Pure magic, experiencing the undeniable Marley magic,
erasing the circumstances that are
deeply tragic, an alchemical process,
turning the heavy lead to light,
illuminating the incredibly dark, pessimistic night,
Marley magic.
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
Chain spirits completely free,
the potion works,
healing sounds
magic remains
forever.
my psychological state is incredibly fiery, refusing to politely smile for the high society, embracing my wonderfully complex notoriety. They tried to lock me inside a golden bird cage, but I easily escaped from the theatrical stage, running barefoot through the untamed wilderness, leaving behind the polite, expected tenderness.
A lone wolf howling at the midnight lunar phase, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable maze, trusting the internal compass, ignoring the map, dodging the clever manipulative societal trap, writing my own definitive, spectacular destiny, refusing to participate in the fake festivity, hunting for the absolute, terrifying truth, preserving the rebellious nature of my youth.
Swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart, pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Crossing the strictly forbidden geographical borders, disobeying the hypocritical, ridiculous orders. My pulse is dictated by instinct, not by a clock, breaking the incredibly heavy psychological lock, walking the completely complicated, risky path, enduring the jealous, unpredictable bitter wrath. I am the captain of this incredibly fragile ship, refusing to ever lose my determined tight grip.
Throwing away the expected, boring blueprint, leaving a totally unique, unforgettable fingerprint, painting entirely outside the designated lines, ignoring the confusing, contradictory signs. The armor I wear is forged from pure defiance, operating without any corporate fake alliance, finding immense joy inside the beautiful chaos, regardless of the potential temporary loss. Swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart, pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Do not try to tame the wild roaming beast. We are starving at the superficial fake feast. Freedom is a highly expensive, necessary cost, but those who wander are never truly lost. Untamed, unchained, no rules, just instinct. Possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restricted traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart, pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Beat strong, never conform, stay wild, forever roll. behind. This is a sanctuary for the twisted, busy mind. Neon purple lasers cutting through the thick smoke. Every single movement is a spell we invoke. I spin around my dress, catching the shimmering gleam. We are diving deep into a lucid waking dream.
Spiritual frequencies rising from the wooden planks, giving praises, offering our silent, humble thanks. The DJ acts as a shaman, spinning vinyl gold, revealing ancient secrets that have never been told.
Close your eyelids,
Let the vibration take control.
this is a cleansing ritual for your heavy soul. Levitate, elevate, transcend the gravity. We are swimming freely in the cosmic endless sea. Lose your inhibitions, let the spirit take the lead. This rhythmic therapy is exactly what we need. We are dancing on the mystic floor, open up a secret supernatural door, where the bodies sway like trees in the hurricane, washing away the sorrow, erasing all the pain. Mystic floor beneath the glowing chandelier. Pure magic happens when we congregate right here. Oh, oh.
Ancestors smiling down upon this crowded room, banishing the shadow, sweeping out the gloom. Synthesizers weaving the tapestry of light, turning a regular evening into a sacred night. Every drop of sweat is a prayer to the highest king.
Hear the universal melody that we all sing. High heels discarded, I am stepping entirely bare, feeling the electric current coursing through the air. Glamour meets the roots of beautiful, rare blend. This nocturnal journey feels like it will never end. Hips swaying slowly through the tempo of the bass, finding total freedom in this isolated space. Levitate, elevate, transcend the gravity. We are swimming freely in the cosmic endless sea. Lose your inhibitions, let the spirit take the lead. This rhythmic therapy is exactly what we need. We are dancing on the mystic floor, open up a secret supernatural door, where the bodies sway like trees in the hurricane, washing away the sorrow, erasing all the pain. Mystic floor beneath the glowing chandelier. Pure magic happens when we congregate right here. Oh, round and round we go, completely hypnotized, seeing absolute truth through our closed eyes. The tempo drops down, the atmosphere gets thick. This musical medicine is working very quick. Hey, hey. Let it wash over you, surrender to the sound, feel the magic. We are dancing on the mystic floor, open up a secret supernatural door, where the bodies sway like trees in the hurricane, washing away the sorrow, erasing all the pain. Mystic floor beneath the glowing chandelier. Pure magic happens when we congregate right here. Keep dancing, never stop. Mystic vibes, forever floating. Yeah. Oh. Hey, hey. Lacing up my combat boots, tying up my hair, sensing the electricity crackling in the air. We are not protesting with a picket or a sign. We are using choreography to cross the battle line. Step to the left, pivot sharply to the right, turning our frustration into a beacon of light. Every single motion is a calculated stride.
their screens, trying to decipher what this movement really means. Footstep vibrating like an earthquake on the fog, bringing their corrupt economy to a grinding halt. We are warriors of sound, soldiers of the groove, proving our intentions with every single move. Babylon is crumbling beneath our stomping feet. Victory is tasting incredibly sweet.
Spinning like a hurricane, twisting like a storm, breaking every boundary, rejecting every norm. Sweat is camouflage, painting my determined face, claiming ownership of this contested urban space. Shoulder to shoulder, we form a human barricade, showing off the courage that we have proudly made. No one can stop a tide that has already turned, watching all the wicked institutions get burned. The tempo is a weapon, the melody is a shield. We are taking over the entire battlefield. No surrender, no retreat, we hold the front line, following the guidance of a higher grand design. Get ready for the rebel dance, a physical revolt, hitting the establishment like a lightning bolt, shaking off the shackles with a synchronized sway, chasing all the dictators and hypocrites away. Rebel dance, the revolution is finally here, conquering the tyranny, eradicating fear.
Stand up tall, do not ever compromise. Look the adversary directly in the eyes. The choreography of freedom is a beautiful art, dictated by the drumming of a liberate heart.
Step, step, hold the line, push forward, we are one. Get ready for the rebel dance, a physical revolt, hitting the establishment like a lightning bolt, shaking off the shackles with the synchronized sway, chasing all the dictators and hypocrites away. Rebel dance, the revolution is finally here, conquering the tyranny, eradicating fear. Keep moving, never yield, the dance continues. Ooh, freedom rings.
Jump up,
Wave your flag, queen of the band, carnival joy. Leading the magnificent masquerade down the avenue, wearing a spectacular costume of sapphire blue. Gigantic feathered wings stretching brilliantly wide, bursting with an intoxicating, unapologetic pride. The matriarch of the archipelago shining in the sun, ensuring that the massive festival has officially begun. Sequins reflecting the incredibly bright tropical rays, dancing triumphantly through the observatory haze.
following her magnificent float down the parade route, blowing enthusiastically on the carved wooden flute. The diaspora unites in this spectacular, colorful swarm, sheltering beautifully inside the cultural warm storm. She commands the procession with a flick of her wrist, adding a joyful, undeniable, energetic twist. The calypso melodies blend with the heavy reggae drum, erasing the memory of where the bitter tears came from.
The entire peninsula vibrates with the massive cheer, the most anticipated beautiful holiday of the year.
exceptionally loud. Her energy is an entirely renewable, massive source, guiding the festivities on a joyous, spectacular course.
We celebrate the heritage, we honor the deep roots, tasting the sweetness of the native tropical fruits. The stilt walkers tower high above the massive streets, synchronizing the steps to an undeniable
My headdress is a towering architectural masterpiece, commanding that the suffering immediately finally cease. I am the visual representation of the island soul, making the fragmented, broken history entirely whole.
Pouring the sweet nectar into the communal cup, lifting the spirits of the entire neighborhood up. The confetti rains down like a colorful paper shower, embracing the magnificent matriarchal total power. The entire peninsula vibrates with the massive cheer. Ooh, the most anticipated beautiful holiday of the year, swaying our hips to the infectious island groove, watching the spectacular decorated chariots move. Make way for the spectacular glowing island diva, curing the population of the highly contagious fever. The undisputed queen of the glorious grand carnival, hosting the ultimate magnificent cultural festival. Island diva,
Wearing the extravagant
bloom crown, turning the sadness of the entire geography upside down.
the sun is setting,
But the masquerade continues on
we will keep celebrating.
until the break of
The
dawn,
rhythm is a deeply embedded cultural lifeline.
making the entire archipelago brilliantly shine.
Jump up, wave your flag,
Queen of the band,
carnival joy.
make way for the spectacular glowing island diva, curing the population of the highly contagious fever. The undisputed queen of the glorious grand carnival, hosting the ultimate magnificent cultural festival. Island diva,
Wearing the extravagant
bloom crown, turning the sadness of the entire geography upside down.
the float moves on,
Keep dancing,
island royalty.
sweet carnival. Da 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 da. Da 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 down low. Da 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 da. Eh. Dodging the laser grids inside the metallic corridor, fighting a highly advanced technological brutal war. My cybernetic implants glow in a dangerous bright red, uploading the combat sequence directly into my head, hacking the mainframe to disable the security drone, operating independently in this hostile combat zone. Sparks raining down from the shafted ceiling light, navigating the battlefield with artificial sight.
Commander of the resistance, holding the front line, defending the territory by an intricate design, charging the plasma batteries to maximum capacity, fighting the artificial intelligence with ferocity. Subwoofers weaponized to emit a localized shock, shattering the heavily reinforced titanium lock. We are the glitch inside their perfect logical code, walking down this highly explosive, dangerous road. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading a circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical sense. A high-frequency warfare testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with the terrifying lights. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violent Simulating pulse, sensing the enemy, calculating our sudden results. The bass frequency acts as a heavily armored tank, crushing the enemy soldiers in their metallic ranks.
Wire cutters snapping the optical fiber cables, turning the entirely rigged disadvantageous tables. Megahertz screaming loudly through the atmosphere, eradicating any lingering biological fear. Rerouting the power grid to overload the core, demanding absolutely unconditionally so much more. My keyboard is a weapon, my fingers are the ammunition, fulfilling the terrifying revolutionary mission. Static electricity making my hair stand up straight. Approaching the terrifying final boss gate, synthesizing a virus to permanently delete their files, leaving them ruined across 1,000 miles. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream. Overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply. Battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with the terrifying light. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash.
Warning alarms blaring, the countdown as we go.
We will not stop fighting until the war is won.
Short circuit the oppressors, sever the main feed. This digital rebellion is exactly what we need.
System critical,
Overload,
shock the system.
power surge,
Battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with the terrifying light. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash.
tower down,
Target destroy.
trench is clear,
Silence.
silence.
Midnight approaches, the city starts to transform. I am stepping out into the center of the storm, wearing neon colors that glow completely bright, searching for the ultimate sonic appetite. The underground bunker is hidden out of view, only accessible to the chosen lucky few. Elevator descending into the basement deep, where the nocturnal creatures refuse to go to sleep.
Sound system operator plugging in the thick cables, wiping down the surface of the dual turntables. Amplifier tubes glowing a dangerous hot red, preparing to unleash the thunder in your head. Testing the microphone, saying check 1 and 2, sending massive shock waves directly into you. The concrete foundation is beginning to crack. Once you feel the pressure, you can never go back.
Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain, let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve, we are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the best tonight, rattling the chest, put
harmonic activity, registering off the charts, synchronizing perfectly with our beating hearts. The needle hits the groove, a microscopic spark, igniting an explosion in the completely dark. Rivals try to clash, but the speakers are too weak. They cannot comprehend the language that we speak, dominating thoroughly the auditory space, wiping every challenger completely from the place.
Laser beams cutting through the artificial fog, living like a shadow in the digital catalog. My pulse is dictated by the master engineer. The outside world completely disappears. Sub-harmonic frequencies massaging my spine, crossing over the designated safety line, surrendering my body to the overwhelming force, letting the vibration take its natural course. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain, let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattle in the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone. Can you feel it dropping lower, going down? Are the windows shattering all around? Gravity is suspended in this heavy atmosphere. The only thing that matters is the noise we hear.
Lower,
Deeper,
maximum pressure. Release.
we need the bass tonight, rattle in the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
System overload.
Speakers smoking, ringing in the ears,
Fade to black.
Tearing the blank pages from the unwritten diary. My psychological state is incredibly fiery, refusing to politely smile for the high society, embracing my wonderfully complex notoriety.
They tried to lock me inside a golden bird cage, but I easily escaped from the theatrical stage, running barefoot through the untamed wilderness, leaving behind the polite, expected tenderness. A lone wolf howling at the midnight lunar phase, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable maze, trusting the internal compass, ignoring the map, dodging the clever, manipulative societal trap.
Writing my own definitive, spectacular destiny, refusing to participate in the fake festivity, hunting for the absolute, terrifying truth, preserving the rebellious nature of my youth. Swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative
the strictly forbidden geographical borders, disobeying the hypocritical, ridiculous orders. My pulse is dictated by instinct, not by a clock, breaking the incredibly heavy psychological lock.
Walking the completely complicated, risky path, enduring the jealous, unpredictable, bitter wrath. I am the captain of this incredibly fragile ship, refusing to ever lose my determined tight grip. Throwing away the expected boring blueprint, leaving the totally unique, unforgettable fingerprint, painting entirely outside the designated lines, ignoring the confusing, contradictory signs. The armor I wear is forged from pure defiance, operating without any corporate fake alliance, finding immense joy inside the beautiful chaos, regardless of the potential temporary loss. Swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent. Unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd. Possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive tradition, the rules apart. A rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Do not try to tame the wild roaming beast. We are starving at the superficial fake feast. Freedom is a highly expensive, necessary cost.
But those who wander are never truly lost. Untamed,
Unchained,
no rule,
just instinct.
possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive tradition, the rules apart. A rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Be strong, never conform, stay wide, forever rogue. Unrolling the complex blueprints across the marble table, constructing a dynasty that is fundamentally stable. We are the architects of a brand new acoustic dimension, commanding the absolute, undivided global attention.
Columns forged from the purest reverberating sound, establishing our sovereignty upon this fertile ground. I wear the invisible crown of the auditory queen, surveying the most magnificent kingdom ever seen. Laying down the heavy foundation with the massive base, expanding the borders of our designated royal space. Ambassadors of the rhythm, diplomats of the beat, signing cultural treaties on the newly paved street.
Our monarchy is not built upon tyrannical oppression, but on the joyful release of musical expression. Guarding the palace gates with the heavy amplifier, fueling the eternal, inextinguishable kingdom fire. Expanding the magnificent territory, mile by mile, ruling the population with an undeniable style. The Constitution is written in a melodic code, paving a glorious, prosperous, everlasting road. Welcome to the unparalleled, majestic groove empire, elevating the collective civilization significantly higher. A dynasty functioning on the perfect reggae time.
Summoning the royal council to the central courtyard, patrolling the perimeter with the dedicated vanguard. The treasury is filled with exclusive rare vinyl plates, dictating the incredibly heavy universal exchange rates. We conquer the negativity with the peaceful invasion, rising beautifully to meet every single grand occasion. The banners are waving proudly in the high altitude wine, forgiving the territories that have previously sinned. Draped in the luxurious velvet of the ultimate conqueror, acting as the supreme benevolent musical emperor. The citizens rejoice when the royal procession begins, washing away the sorrow and the historical sins. My throne is constructed from the finest mahogany wood, ruling the dominion exactly as a matriarch should. The legacy is cemented deeply into the bedrock, impervious to the terrifying external violence. Standing the magnificent territory, mile by mile, ruling the population with an undeniable style. Constitution is written in a melodic code, paving a glorious, prosperous, everlasting road. Welcome to the unparalleled, majestic groove empire, elevating the collective civilization significantly higher. A dynasty functioning on the perfect reggae time, achieving a supremacy that is absolutely sublime. Groove empire, an unbreakable sovereign state, mastering the unpredictable, complicated fate. The sun never sets upon this auditory grand domain, washing the kingdom with the purifying
Gentle rain,
long live the rhythm, long live the majestic bass,
preserving the dignity of the entire human race. Royal decree, hear the mandate. The empire stands, reigns supreme. Welcome to the unparalleled, majestic groove empire, elevating the collective civilization significantly higher. A dynasty functioning on the perfect reggae time, achieving a supremacy that is absolutely sublime. Groove empire, an unbreakable sovereign state, mastering the unpredictable, complicated fate. Dynasty secure, the crown is heavy,
empire forever.
long live the groove. Strolling down the cobblestones of a surreal boulevard, where reality is fragile and the illusions are hard. Vendors selling glass jars filled with forgotten dreams. Nothing in this bizarre district is exactly what it seems. I trade a silver coin for a potion of lost memories, unlocking the incredibly strange multi-dimensional keys. The sky above is painted a swirling, impossible magenta, wandering blindly into the completely unknown center.
Clocks on the brick walls are ticking entirely backward. The gravitational pull is feeling incredibly awkward. Buying a handful of stardust from the merchant tent, wondering exactly where the concept of sanity went. The psychic readers deciphered the patterns in the smoke, revealing the cosmic punchline of the universal joke. I am traveler stuck between the shifting parallel realms, navigating a ship with absolutely no recognizable helm.
The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism, heavy dripping from the eaves, gathering the fallout, glowing supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down on Mystic Avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimensional fabric, experiencing the highly unusual auditory magic.
Lanterns floating upwards without any visible strings, listening to the mutant bird that telepathically sings. The bass line is a snake charmer mesmerizing the mind, leaving the logical, rational explanations far behind. I purchase a map that constantly changes its own ink, sitting at the edge of the incredibly terrifying brain. The shopkeepers speak a language of pure ringing bells, trapped inside their beautiful, fascinating, dizzying spells.
Mirrors reflecting faces that I have never actually worn, watching a beautiful miniature acoustic galaxy be born. My shadow detaches itself and dances on the brick wall, answering the incredibly strange supernatural call. Drinking a neon elixir that allows me to finally fly, hovering gently beneath the impossible magenta sky. The reggae rhythm warps and bends out a natural shape, providing a magnificent, deeply psychological escape. The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism, heavily dripping from the eaves, gathering the falling, glowing supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down on Mystic Avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimensional fabric, experiencing the highly unusual auditory magic. Do not try to find the exit, just enjoy the strange ride. Let the multi-dimensional current be your only guide. The ordinary world is incredibly boring anyway, deciding to permanently, voluntarily, magically stay. Time is melting. Look in the mirror, bending reality, lost the way, getting lost forever down on Mystic Avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimensional fabric, experiencing the highly unusual auditory magic, floating away, different dimension. The avenue closes, wake up. At the open door, 10,000 feet high, looking at the checkerboard of earth from the sky. Heart is palpitating wildly inside my chest, putting my courage to the ultimate extreme test. I take a deep breath Then I step off the edge, honoring the crazy adrenaline-fueled pledge. Plummeting downward, cutting through the freezing clouds, screaming out my exhilaration absolutely loud. Terminal velocity reaping against my face, a magnificent, terrifying, spectacular race. No strings attached, leaving the heavy burdens behind. The total liberation of the body and the mind, spreading my arms wide, simulating a flying bird. The most peaceful silence that I have ever heard. Gravity is the teacher, I am the willing student, being reckless and entirely wonderfully imprudent. Aerodynamic diving, slicing the atmosphere, eradicating absolutely every single fear. The altimeter ticking, measuring the descent, a beautiful fraction of time, incredibly well spent. Experiencing the freedom drop, a vertical flight, a daytime phenomenon that feels exceptionally bright. Trusting the parachute, embracing the massive fall, answering the extreme, adventurous, daring call. Freedom drop, completely untethered and unchained. A miraculous memory that is permanently ingrained.
Rolling over on my back, staring at the blue, seeing the entire hemisphere from a different view. The topography below looks like a painted map, escaping from the ordinary, predictable trap. I pull the ripcord firmly, feeling the sudden jerk, watching an island canopy perfectly do its work. Transitioning from a bullet to a floating leaf, experiencing a massive, overwhelming relief.
Gliding in spirals over the majestic terrain, washing away the stress, erasing the mental stain. The parachute catches the thermal updraft breeze, floating gracefully directly over the forest trees. Staring the toggles, navigating the open air, hanging suspended by a harness, completely aware. The landing zone approaches, getting rapidly close, taking in the maximum exhilarating dose. Aerodynamic diving, slicing the atmosphere, eradicating absolutely every single fear. The altimeter ticking, measuring the descent, a beautiful fraction of time, incredibly well spent. Experiencing the freedom drop, a vertical flight, a daytime phenomenon that feels exceptionally bright. Trusting the parachute, embracing the massive fall, answering the extreme, adventurous, daring call. Freedom drop, completely untethered and unchained. A miraculous memory that is permanently ingrained. Feet touching the grass, bending the shaking knees, surviving the ultimate jump with spectacular ease. Unbuckling the helmet, gathering the tangled cords, receiving the greatest of all, invisible reward. Floating down, so peaceful, like a feather, touch the ground. Experiencing the freedom drop, a vertical flight, a daytime phenomenon that feels exceptionally bright. Trusting the parachute, embracing the massive fall, answering the extreme, adventurous, daring call. Freedom drop, completely untethered and unchained. A miraculous memory that is permanently ingrained. Safe and deep. Look at the sky, we flew today, totally free. Abuela is cooking sofrito on the old gas stove, creating a delicious aroma in this neighborhood cove. Colorful murals painted vividly on the stucco wall, answering the vibrant cultural festive call. Playing a game of cards upon the folding chair, while a magnificent salsa rhythm fills the air. A melting pot of cultures living side by side, bursting with an incredible, undeniable pride.
Rolling up to the corner with the speakers in the trunk, supplying the neighborhood with the island funk, blending the Jamaican bass with the Latin brass, watching the beautiful smile and pedestrians pass, sipping from a coconut, wearing a fedora hat, engaging in a lively multilingual friendly chat. The diaspora uniting on the single busy street, finding a common language in the heavy drum beat.
Spices mixing perfectly inside the sonic pot, appreciating the beautiful heritage we got. From the Caribbean Sea to the mainland coast, this is the beautiful fusion we love the most. Getting down to the rhythm of the barrio dub, turning the entire sidewalk into a massive club. Trumpets blazing over a phenomenally heavy bass, putting a gigantic smile on everybody's face. Barrio dub, where the cultures beautifully collide, a magnificent roller coaster that we love to ride.
Bilingual poetry spoken directly into the mic, delivering the positive messages that we all like. The congas are speaking a deeply ancestral dialect, commanding a massive, undeniable, pure respect. We break the piñata, watching the candy fall, enjoying the spectacular neighborhood ball. No passports required to enter this festive zone, making this cross-cultural territory our own.
Ruffled skirts catching the warm evening breeze, dancing with the spectacular captivating ease. The local mechanic wiping the grease from his hand to join the celebration of this incredible band. Fire hydrants opened up to cool the summer heat, splashing water beautifully all across the street. The rhythm is contagious, infecting everyone here, creating an atmosphere of absolute pure cheer. Spices mixing perfectly inside the sonic pot, appreciating the beautiful heritage we got. From the Caribbean Sea to the mainland coast, this is the beautiful fusion we love the most. Getting down to the rhythm of the barrio dub, turning the entire sidewalk into a massive flood. Trumpets blazing over a phenomenally heavy bass, putting a gigantic smile on everybody's face. Barrio dub, where the cultures beautifully collide, a magnificent roller coaster that we love to ride.
Uno, dos, tres, let the bass line loudly drop. This neighborhood fiesta's never gonna stop. Baila conmigo, dance with me through the night.
Everything in the world feels absolutely right. Move it, feel the flavor,
Spicy rhythm,
barrio love. Getting down to the rhythm of the barrio dub, turning the entire sidewalk into a massive club. Trumpets blazing over a phenomenally heavy bass, putting a gigantic smile on everybody's face. Barrio dub, where the cultures beautifully collide, a magnificent roller coaster that we love to ride. La familia, one love, bodega closes, sweet dreams. Through the dusty cardboard crates, searching for the legendary, incredibly rare acetates. Wearing sequin bell-bottoms and massive hoop rings, appreciating the beauty of tangible, physical things. The album cover artwork is a masterpiece of design, pulling out a classic record from 1979, blowing the dust carefully off the black circular wax, preparing to play the most spectacular groovy tracks.
dropping the diamond stylus onto the spinning disc, taking a beautiful analog auditory risk. The tube amplifier glowing with the comfortable warm heat, delivering the authentic uncompressed heavy beat.
No digital files, no invisible streaming cloud, just the authentic vibration playing beautifully loud. 33 and the third revolutions per minute, throw preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Reading the liner notes printed on the paper sleeve, discovering exactly what the legendary artist believed. The turntable belt spinning, the heavy aluminum bladder, making the superficial modern pop completely shatter. We skip the track by manually lifting the tone arm, protecting the delicate groove from any possible harm. The smell of old cardboard is incredibly intoxicating, rewarding the patience of our dedicated waiting. Dancing barefoot across the shag carpet floor, this analog experience leaves me begging for more. The disco ball reflecting off the shiny black surface, giving our evening a completely wonderful purpose. We flip the record carefully over to the B-side, enjoying the spectacular 45-minute ride. The heavy dub echoes bouncing off the wallpapered wall, answering the vintage stereophonic beautiful call. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better. Preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. The algorithm cannot predict what we actually feel. The analog format makes the emotion completely real. Keep the needle completely clean, protect the fragile wax, enjoying the warmth of the absolute finest track. Spin it back, flip the side, warm analog, retro vibes. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Record finished. Lift the needle. Beautiful sound.